If you're over 60, there are 4 fishes you should never touch, and 4 you absolutely should eat every week. Have you ever sat down to enjoy a piece of fish, believing you were making a smart, healthy choice, only to later find out that what's on your plate might be silently damaging your brain, weakening your heart, and even speeding up aging itself? For older adults, this isn't just a scare story. In fact, groundbreaking research published in The Lancet in 2023 revealed that eating the wrong fish just twice a week can raise your risk of stroke and memory loss by as much as 70 to 80%. And here's the shocking part nobody talks about. Most seniors are eating the wrong fish every single week. Fish packed with mercury, hidden toxins, and inflammatory compounds, all while thinking they're doing something good for their health. But here's the hopeful side. New studies in the Journal of Gerontology show that choosing the right fish can lower your risk of Alzheimer's by up to 40%, protect your arteries, and even slow down the aging process from the inside out. So in today's video, I'll walk you through the truth. The 4 fishes you should never touch after 60, followed by the 4 fishes you should add to your diet if you want to stay sharp, strong, and independent. And as always, every claim I share is backed by peer-reviewed science, not rumors or gimmicks. You'll find the research linked in the description below. Before we dive in, let me ask you this. What fish do you eat most often and why? Share your answer in the comments. I love reading your stories, and I reply to as many as I can. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Trusted Senior Health, where we bring you clear, science-backed strategies to help you stay strong, protect your memory, and live independently well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now, let's get started with the 4 fishes you should never touch after 60. Number 4, imported catfish. At first glance, catfish might seem like a safe, even budget-friendly choice. It's mild in flavor, easy to cook, and often one of the cheapest fish you'll find at the store. But here's the hidden danger. If that catfish is imported, especially from certain overseas farms in Asia, it could be one of the most contaminated fish you ever put on your plate. The problem starts with the way these fish are raised. Many imported catfish farms pack thousands of fish into crowded ponds where disease spreads quickly. To keep them alive, farmers often rely on heavy doses of antibiotics. And here's the frightening part. Those antibiotics don't just disappear. They build up inside the fish's flesh. When you eat it, they make their way into your body. For seniors with weaker immune systems, this can contribute to antibiotic resistance, meaning real medicines may not work as well when you truly need them. But that's only the beginning. Independent testing has found residues of banned chemicals, and even carcinogens in imported catfish, substances that have absolutely no place in your food. On top of that, many of these farms sit in polluted waters, where catfish soak up industrial runoff, pesticides, and heavy metals like mercury and lead. These toxins don't just pass through your system, they build up over time, putting older adults at higher risk for kidney damage, neurological issues, and even cancer. And then there's inflammation. Imported catfish are usually fed unnatural diets heavy in corn and soy, which throws off the healthy balance of fats inside their bodies. The result is a dangerously high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. While your body does need some omega-6, too much, especially without enough omega-3, acts like gasoline on the fire of inflammation. For seniors living with arthritis, heart disease, or autoimmune problems, eating imported catfish can make symptoms much worse. To make matters worse, imported catfish is also nutritionally weak compared to other fish. It provides low-quality protein and very few of the beneficial nutrients you expect from seafood. In other words, you're getting little more than empty calories, plus a heavy dose of hidden risks. So while that catfish fillet may look like a bargain, the true cost to your health could be enormous. If you enjoy catfish, always choose U.S. farm-raised catfish, which follows stricter regulations and avoids many of these dangers. Number 3. Tuna. For decades, tuna has had a reputation as a lean, healthy protein. From tuna salad sandwiches to quick canned tuna meals, it's become a staple in countless kitchens. But for seniors over 60, This popular fish hides a silent danger that can quietly harm your brain, heart, and nervous system. The problem is mercury. Tuna, especially the larger species like albacore, also called white tuna and big eye, sit near the top of the ocean food chain. They live long lives and feed on smaller fish, which means mercury accumulates in their flesh year after year. When you eat tuna, that mercury doesn't simply pass through your system. It builds up inside your tissues, particularly in your brain and nervous system. While younger people may handle small exposures, seniors process toxins more slowly. That makes mercury far more dangerous after 60. Studies show mercury exposure can trigger memory loss, confusion, tremors, numbness, and even mood swings. Symptoms that are often blamed on normal aging or mistaken for early dementia could actually be linked to mercury from tuna. The heart is also at risk. Mercury puts extra stress on the cardiovascular system, disrupting normal heart rhythms and raising the chances of heart attack or stroke. In fact, a study in JAMA Neurology found that seniors with higher mercury levels from tuna consumption had up to a 65% greater risk of cognitive decline. That's not something any older adult can afford to ignore. Here's the shocking part. Nearly every senior who eats tuna regularly has no idea that just 2 servings of albacore or big-eye tuna per week can push their mercury exposure beyond what's considered safe. Millions of people who believe they're making a smart, healthy choice may actually be putting their long-term health at risk. Even canned tuna, which many assume is harmless, isn't risk-free. While light tuna, usually skipjack, contains less mercury than albacore, it still carries enough to require caution, especially for older adults. And because canned tuna is affordable and convenient, it often becomes a daily habit. But repeated exposure means mercury keeps building up until the damage is done. So does this mean you can never enjoy tuna again? Not necessarily. The key is moderation. If you love tuna, stick to light canned tuna, and only in small amounts, no more than once or twice a month. But the truth is, there are plenty of other fish that are much safer, equally rich in protein and omega-3s, and won't load your body with heavy metals. For seniors who want to protect their memory, mood, and heart, tuna simply isn't worth the risk. The danger is invisible, the damage is slow, and by the time symptoms appear, it may already be too late to reverse them. That's why tuna earns its place on our list of the 4 worst fish seniors should avoid after 60. Number 2. King mackerel. Mackerel is one of those fish that can be confusing. Some types, like Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, are actually healthy and safe. But one type, king mackerel, is a completely different story. Unfortunately, many seniors don't realize the difference, and that mistake can quietly put their brain, heart, and overall health at serious risk. Here's the problem. King mackerel is a large, long-living predatory fish. The bigger and longer a fish lives, the more toxins it absorbs from the food chain. For king mackerel, that toxin is mercury, and not just a little. It's known for having some of the highest mercury levels of any fish you'll find in stores. Why is this so dangerous for people over 60? Mercury is a heavy metal that attacks the brain and nervous system. Seniors are especially vulnerable because nerve cells naturally become more fragile with age. Eating king mackerel even a few times a month can raise mercury levels beyond the safe limit. The results can include memory loss, difficulty focusing, tremors, mood swings, and even depression. And it doesn't stop there. Mercury also damages blood vessels, increases oxidative stress, and disrupts electrical signaling in the heart. For older adults already managing conditions like high blood pressure, arrhythmias, or heart disease, this is like throwing gasoline on a fire. Not surprisingly, studies have linked regular king mackerel consumption to a significantly higher risk of both heart attack and stroke. The scary part is that king mackerel often shows up in stores or restaurants simply labeled as mackerel. Unless you ask, you may not even know which type you're eating, and you could be putting yourself in harm's way without realizing it. That's why both the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, and the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, warn seniors, children, and pregnant women to completely avoid king mackerel. It's one of the few fish placed on the official do not eat list. The risk is even higher for seniors with kidney or liver issues, since these organs are responsible for filtering toxins. When they're already weakened with age, your body simply can't eliminate mercury efficiently. Now, it's important to note, not all mackerel is bad. Smaller species, like Atlantic and Spanish mackerel, are much lower in mercury and can actually be safe, nutritious options. But when it comes to king mackerel, the answer is simple. Don't eat it at all. The bottom line, while some mackerel can be a heart-healthy choice, king mackerel is one of the worst fish for seniors. Its extreme mercury levels can quietly damage your brain, destabilize your heart, and trigger neurological symptoms that often get mistaken for normal aging. If you enjoy the taste of mackerel, stick to the safer varieties, but keep king mackerel completely off your plate. Number 1. Farmed tilapia. This one may surprise you. Tilapia is one of the most commonly eaten fish in America. It's cheap, easy to find, and often marketed as a healthy, low-fat protein. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Farmed tilapia is one of the worst fish seniors can eat. And once you see how it's raised and what's really inside it, you'll understand why many experts believe it can be more harmful than eating bacon or red meat. The first problem is how farmed tilapia is produced. In many fish farms, tilapia are crammed together in overcrowded ponds, swimming in their own waste. This creates the perfect breeding ground for disease, parasites, and bacteria. To keep the fish alive, farmers rely heavily on antibiotics, pesticides, and antifungal chemicals. And here's the problem. Those chemicals don't just disappear. They accumulate in the fish's flesh, and when you eat it, they end up inside your body. For seniors, whose immune systems and detox systems may already be weaker, that creates a dangerous toxic load. The second issue is the quality of their diet. To cut costs, farmed tilapia are often fed cheap fillers like corn, soy, and in some cases even chicken waste. Yes, chicken feces is sometimes used as feed. This unnatural diet changes the makeup of the fish, creating one of the worst omega-6 to omega-3 ratios of any food. Ideally, our bodies need a balance close to 1:1. But farmed tilapia can have ratios as bad as 11:1. Why does this matter? Too much omega-6 without enough omega-3 drives inflammation. And for seniors already struggling with arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, or even memory problems, eating farmed tilapia is like pouring fuel on the fire. In fact, studies have found that tilapia can raise inflammatory markers in the body more than eating burgers or bacon. Imagine choosing tilapia thinking it's a healthy option, when in reality, it's making inflammation worse than fast food. And that's not the only danger. Testing on farmed tilapia has revealed contamination with dioxins, highly toxic, industrial chemicals that accumulate in fat tissue and can stay in your body for years. Dioxins are linked to cancer, immune suppression, and hormonal imbalances. For older adults who process toxins less efficiently, this is especially concerning. On top of that, farmed tilapia is nutritionally weak compared to wild fish. It contains far less omega-3, selenium, and vitamin B12 than healthier options like salmon, sardines, or trout. So not only are you exposing your body to harmful chemicals, you're also missing out on the protective nutrients you expect from fish. That's why many nutrition experts call farmed tilapia the junk food of the seafood world. It looks like a lean, healthy choice, but in reality, it delivers little more than empty calories with a cocktail of toxins. For seniors, the consequences are serious. Farmed tilapia can worsen joint pain through inflammation, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke from imbalanced fats, weaken the immune system through antibiotic residues, and raise the long-term risk of cancer from chemical contamination. And the sad part? Many people choose tilapia because it's cheap and widely available. But when you compare it to affordable, nutrient-rich alternatives like sardines, Pacific cod, or rainbow trout, there's no reason to put your health at risk. The bottom line, if you're over 60 and want to protect your brain, heart, and joints, avoid farmed tilapia entirely. It's not just a poor choice, it's actively harmful. Choosing safer, cleaner fish is a simple change that could mean the difference between fueling inflammation or fueling longevity. So now you can see the truth. Not all fish are created equal. Some, like farm tilapia or imported catfish, may look harmless on your plate, but underneath, they're loaded with toxins, unhealthy fats, and hidden contaminants that slowly chip away at your health. For seniors already dealing with inflammation, joint pain, or memory issues, eating the wrong fish can make the difference between healing and harm. But here's the good news. Not every fish is a villain. In fact, the right kinds of fish are among the most powerful healing foods you can eat after 60. They're packed with omega-3s to calm inflammation, minerals to protect your bones, antioxidants to keep your brain sharp, and high-quality protein to maintain strong, steady muscles. The best part? These fish are clean, safe, and often affordable. You don't have to spend a fortune to give your body the nourishment it craves. And when you make the right choices, you're not just eating for today, you're investing in clearer memory, stronger balance, sharper vision, and a healthier heart for the years ahead. So let's leave behind the danger list and move into the good news. The 4 best fishes for seniors over 60, starting with one that doesn't always get the spotlight, but absolutely deserves a permanent place on your plate. Number 4. Wild-caught Pacific cod. When most people think of healthy fish, their minds immediately jump to salmon or maybe tuna. But there's a quiet nutritional powerhouse that doesn't get nearly enough attention: wild-caught Pacific cod. This mild, white fish may not look flashy, but for seniors over 60, it delivers incredible benefits that can help protect strength, memory, and overall health. Let's start with the basics. A single serving of Pacific cod provides around 40 grams of complete, high-quality protein, with less than 2 grams of fat and only about 180 calories. That's a nearly perfect profile for older adults fighting off sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects nearly half of people over 80. Without enough protein, muscles weaken, balance declines, and independence slips away. Cod steps in as one of the most efficient, senior-friendly sources of lean protein you can eat. But protein is just the beginning. Pacific cod is also one of the best natural sources of selenium, a trace mineral most seniors don't get enough of. Just one serving provides more than 100% of your daily selenium needs. Selenium acts like a microscopic shield, protecting your cells from oxidative stress, the invisible rusting process that speeds up aging. It also supports thyroid health, immunity, and even brain function. In fact, NIH studies have shown that seniors with higher selenium levels tend to have sharper memory and lower rates of age-related disease. Cod also provides phosphorus, which teams up with calcium to keep bones dense and resistant to fractures, and vitamin B12, which becomes harder to absorb with age. Without enough B12, many older adults experience fatigue, nerve problems, or even memory issues. Cod offers it in an easily absorbed form, fueling your nervous system and helping keep your mood and energy steady. Purity is another major reason cod earns its spot on this list. Unlike long-living, top-of-the-food chain fish that accumulate mercury, wild Pacific cod live shorter lives in the cold, clean waters of Alaska. That means they carry far fewer contaminants. Plus, Alaska's cod fishery is carefully managed, making it one of the most sustainable seafood choices you can make. And if you've ever struggled with digestion after eating heavier fish, cod can feel like a relief. Its firm, flaky texture is light, easy on the stomach, and well tolerated, even by seniors with sensitive digestion. Of course, how you cook it matters. To preserve cod's nutrients, avoid deep frying or searing it at extremely high temperatures. The best method is to bake or steam it gently, then pair it with olive oil, avocado, or a squeeze of lemon juice to boost absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Bottom line, wild-caught Pacific cod might not grab the headlines, but it's one of the most efficient, clean, and senior-friendly proteins you can put on your plate. It strengthens muscles, shields the brain, supports thyroid function, and guards against oxidative damage, all while being low in calories and toxins. For seniors serious about staying strong, sharp, and independent, Pacific cod is a quiet hero that deserves a regular spot in your weekly meals. Number 3. Sardines. At first glance, sardines don't look like much. They're tiny, often tucked into cans, and usually overlooked in favor of more popular seafood like salmon or tuna. But don't let their small size fool you. Sardines are one of the most powerful superfoods seniors can eat. Their biggest strength lies in their omega-3 fatty acids. Ounce for ounce, sardines contain more omega-3s than almost any other fish. And that's critical for older adults. As we age, the body naturally produces more inflammatory compounds. Chronic inflammation is the hidden driver behind arthritis, joint stiffness, heart disease, clogged arteries, and even memory decline. The omega-3s in sardines, especially EPA and DHA, act like firefighters, calming down inflammation, improving circulation, and protecting your arteries. And the benefits don't stop there. Sardines are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, a nutrient that becomes harder to get after 60. Older skin loses its ability to produce enough vitamin D from sunlight, leaving many seniors deficient. Low vitamin D increases the risk of weak bones, fractures, falls, and even depression. Just one can of sardines provides about 40% of your daily vitamin D needs. But sardines go even further. Their soft, edible bones are packed with calcium and phosphorus, giving your body exactly what it needs to keep bones strong and resilient. Unlike supplements, this is calcium in its most natural, easily absorbed form, perfectly paired with the nutrients that help it lock into your bones. For seniors worried about osteoporosis or hip fractures, sardines act like nutritional insurance. Here's another reason sardines shine. They're one of the cleanest fish you can eat. Because they're small and feed only on plankton, they don't accumulate mercury or other heavy metals the way larger fish like tuna or king mackerel do. That means you can eat sardines regularly without worrying about toxic buildup. Sardines are also rich in vitamin B12, which becomes harder to absorb with age. Low B12 levels can lead to fatigue, nerve damage, and memory problems. Eating sardines helps keep your nervous system sharp and your energy levels steady. And don't forget their high-quality protein, which supports muscle mass, balance, and independence as you age. In fact, studies show that seniors who eat sardines regularly enjoy better cardiovascular health, stronger bones, and clearer thinking compared to those who don't. That's a huge payoff for such a humble little fish. The best part? Sardines are affordable, convenient, and easy to prepare. You can eat them straight out of the can, add them to salads, mash them with avocado on whole grain toast, or toss them into pasta with olive oil and herbs. Because they're shelf-stable and budget-friendly, sardines make it easy to keep omega-3s and bone-building nutrients in your diet every week. Bottom line, sardines may be small, but their health benefits are enormous. They protect your heart, soothe inflammation, strengthen your bones, and sharpen your mind, all in one bite-sized package. For seniors looking for a clean, affordable superfood, sardines are one of the smartest choices you can make. Number 2. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon. If there's one fish that nearly every nutrition expert agrees on, it's wild-caught Alaskan salmon. For seniors, this fish isn't just healthy, it can be life-changing. Every serving delivers a unique mix of nutrients that support your heart, brain, muscles, joints, and immune system in ways very few foods can. The first reason salmon stands out is its omega-3 content. Not just any omega-3s, but the two most valuable types, EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. These are essential for brain health. In fact, research from the University of Pittsburgh found that seniors with higher DHA levels in their blood had larger brain volumes and stronger memory compared to those with lower levels. That means salmon doesn't just slow down age-related decline, it actively helps your brain stay sharper, longer. Omega-3s also work as natural anti-inflammatories. They reduce the chronic inflammation that drives arthritis, joint stiffness, clogged arteries, and even poor circulation in the legs. Clinical studies show that eating wild salmon at least twice a week can significantly lower C-reactive protein, one of the main markers of inflammation tied to heart disease and joint pain. For seniors living with daily aches, this can make a real difference. And then there's protein. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at using the protein we eat, leading to gradual muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia. That's why even seniors who eat enough protein often still lose strength over time. The solution is high-quality, easily absorbed protein, exactly what salmon provides. A single serving delivers about 40 grams of premium protein, giving your muscles the fuel they need to stay strong, keep your balance steady, and prevent falls. But salmon has another secret weapon, its bright pink-orange color. That color comes from astaxanthin, a rare and powerful antioxidant found in wild salmon. Astaxanthin helps protect your cells from oxidative stress, the same process that accelerates aging from the inside out. It's been shown to reduce inflammation, improve skin elasticity, support eye health, and even boost physical endurance. Wild Alaskan salmon also provides nutrients many seniors fall short on: selenium, which works with vitamin E to protect the heart and lower cancer risk; vitamin B12 and B6, which support energy, nerves, and memory; vitamin D, which strengthens bones and boosts the immune system. And here's another reason to choose Alaskan salmon specifically: purity. Unlike farmed salmon, which are often raised in crowded pens and exposed to contaminants, wild Alaskan salmon swim freely in cold, clean waters and eat a natural diet. That means they are naturally low in mercury and PCBs, making them a much safer choice. To get the full benefits, it's important to cook salmon properly. Avoid burning or overcooking it. Instead, bake, steam, or grill it gently at medium heat. Pair it with vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil or lemon juice, and you've got a meal that's not only delicious but also supports brain power, joint health, and longevity. Bottom line, wild-caught Alaskan salmon is one of the most complete, nutrient-dense foods seniors can eat. It protects your brain, strengthens your heart, builds muscle, reduces inflammation, and even guards against aging. If there's one fish worth making a regular part of your weekly diet, this is it. Number 1. Rainbow trout. When most people think of the healthiest fish, salmon usually takes the spotlight. But for seniors over 60, there's another fish that quietly deserves the crown: rainbow trout. Why? Because it delivers the powerful benefits of salmon, cod, and sardines all in one, while also being one of the cleanest and safest fish you can eat. The first thing that sets rainbow trout apart is safety. Unlike many farmed fish that are raised in overcrowded pens, pumped full of antibiotics, and fed unnatural diets, rainbow trout farmed in the United States are held to strict regulations. They're raised in clean freshwater systems under controlled conditions. That means no hidden chemicals, no dangerous pollutants, and far less risk of mercury. For seniors worried about toxins building up in their bodies, trout is one of the most reliable choices. Now let's talk about nutrients. A single serving of rainbow trout delivers about 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, right in the sweet spot for protecting your heart. Omega-3s not only keep arteries flexible, but also fight the chronic inflammation that fuels arthritis, stiff joints, and even memory decline. For older adults, this is critical. But omega-3s are just the beginning. Trout is also rich in minerals that seniors often struggle to get enough of: potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure by balancing out excess sodium. Nearly 70% of seniors deal with high blood pressure, so this is a big win. Phosphorus, which partners with calcium to strengthen bones and prevent fractures. Iron, which boosts red blood cell production and helps fight off fatigue. Zinc, essential for healing, immune defense, and even maintaining taste and smell as we age. Rainbow trout also shines when it comes to B vitamins. It's packed with niacin, B3, which improves cholesterol by raising the good HDL and lowering the bad LDL. Add to that a strong dose of B12, which supports nerve health, sharpens memory, and helps prevent the fatigue and brain fog many seniors experience. Another hidden benefit is its vitamin E content. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects cell membranes from damage and supports your immune system. Combined with selenium and omega-3s, it forms a triple layer of protection against oxidative stress and age-related decline. And here's something practical. Trout is gentle on digestion. Its mild flavor and flaky texture make it easy to enjoy, even for seniors who find other fish too oily or too strong. Plus, it's versatile in the kitchen. You can bake it, pan-sear it, or grill it with herbs and lemon, and it will still retain its nutritional value. Bottom line, rainbow trout is one of the ultimate senior-friendly fish. It's clean, safe, nutrient-dense, and easy to eat. It protects your heart, strengthens your bones, supports your brain, and boosts your immune system, all in one meal. If there's one fish you should make a regular part of your diet to age stronger, healthier, and sharper, rainbow trout deserves that #1 spot. So, there you have it, the truth about fish after 60. Some, like tilapia, tuna, and king mackerel, can silently load your body with toxins, stir up inflammation, and even speed up memory loss. But others, like wild salmon, sardines, cod, and rainbow trout, are some of the most healing foods you can put on your plate. The choice is in your hands. Keep eating the wrong fish, and the risks add up quietly over time: stroke, heart problems, joint pain, and even faster aging. But choose the right ones, and you're literally feeding your body medicine with every meal. You're protecting your brain, keeping your heart strong, calming inflammation, and giving yourself the best chance to stay active and independent for years to come. And here's the best part. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Start small. Swap out just one harmful fish for one healing fish. Add 1 or 2 servings of the right seafood each week. Over time, those small steps create powerful changes: stronger legs, sharper memory, more energy, and better health. At Trusted Senior Health, we believe aging should never mean decline. With the right knowledge and the right choices, your best years can still be ahead of you. That's why we're here every week, to give you science-backed, practical advice that truly works for seniors like you. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend who loves seafood, and subscribe so you never miss our weekly health tips. And before you go, don't stop here. On the screen, you'll see links to 2 more videos packed with senior health advice that could change your life. Go watch those next, because every choice you make today is shaping the strength, energy, and independence you'll enjoy tomorrow. Here's to making smart choices. Here's to living stronger, longer,